Time is on. All right. So the first thing I've seen is interest rates. We've been talking about it for a while. It is now pretty clear that most, or I think all of the four major banks are in agreement that interest rates will be going up this year, which is against what the Reserve Bank has been telling us. It just really depends as to how much and when. But I think it's really important that you understand that and how that might impact you. Now, if you've been listening to us over the last 18 months, you would have taken out a fixed rate, so you don't have to stress too much for at least the next year or two. The difference a year makes. What a change it is, the property market leading up to Easter last year versus this year. Still been a lot of strong sales, but we were really building momentum last year, and it was crazy because there was a limited amount of stock. We now got a ton more stock on the market, but we're still seeing really, really good results. But I think we're finally starting to see the FOMO and the excitement and the desperation of people ease up a little bit. CBD apartment rents are set to surge even higher. Jack's going to come on in a minute and run us through that in a bit more detail, so I'll skip over that. First home buyers running out of options for government help. We know that that's one of the key pillars of both governments, is to help first home buyers get in a home. But realistically, with a lot of these schemes, the caps in terms of the price that you can buy are pretty low. So there's not many homes that you can buy for that. Lastly, a good property manager is essential. We'll run through that in a bit more detail. Auction results. We've run out of time, but I do want to just quickly touch on that. 68.7% clearance rate nationally. It was the busiest weekend of the year. We had a total of just under 4,000 homes go to auction. Obviously, it is Easter this weekend. That's why we saw the big thing. I mean, Melbourne, almost 2,000 homes. That is a huge weekend. And Sydney, just under 1,500. Respectively, we saw 65% and 68% clearance. So for those of you that are worried that saying the market's dead, it's dying, it's fallen off a cliff, it hasn't. It's been pretty strong, but there's no doubt that things are starting to slow down a little bit. I just want to quickly touch on as well, realestate.com put out this statistics in terms of the volume of homes that are sold. They just put out the latest update for the last 4 weeks. This green or turquoise line that you can see here is showing for 2022. Red is last year, blue is 2020, and the dark grey or black line is 2019. All I want to say is that we're still tracking to a very, very strong start in terms of the volume of homes that are being sold. So those of you that are worried that some of these statistics are based on a very, very thin market transactions, that's not the case. We're seeing record numbers of homes being sold. So I don't think that there's cause for alarm at the moment, but definitely, be a little bit more cautious than perhaps people were being this time last year. Okay, that is it. I think I kept relatively well in terms of time.